Hello, doers.
Kara, either turn it down or remove the mic. That was extremely loud in my ear.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, guys. I have sensitive ears. What do you want me to do?
Okay.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I know y'all are noticing the bedazzled new box that we have.
I call them our Hannah Montana mics because that's exactly what they remind me of.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're so much cuter. I kind of think it amped up our microphone game a little bit.
It did, and then we're gonna get our little puffs, so it's gonna even be
Yes.
cuter. We might do pink.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
change
get a little
it up.
crazy. I feel like if we have the puffs, it's gonna be like a telenovela, like those microphones they use because they're always like big and they have these thick old things. Not a telenovela.
Love that show.
Like that
if you know,
show.
you know.
If you know, you know. I said telenovela, not that show. I meant what you said.
Oh, so telenovela. Yeah. I got
on
you,
the Spanish network. Yes.
Univision.
Yes,
one may
Univision. But yeah, so guys, welcome back to another episode of Do You Sis, a podcast. We are your hosts.
I know.
I was going to say I am Janelle, one of your hosts, but then I just switched it up. So we are your hosts, Janelle.
And I'm Kiera, the other host. And this is the Do You Sis podcast. So and for those who didn't know, 'cause I don't know.
Ew, awkward laugh.
Oh, for those podcast listeners, I did the Debbie Ryan behind the ear. And then I remembered I have giant ass headphones, so I couldn't do the behind the ear.
Oh, the blink, the behind the blink.
Yeah. So welcome to another episode. And as you guys can tell, maybe not, we took down our whiteboard because we did we got criticism, we got some input, one may say, and it looked I'll quote home project, which is very on brand for us.
But just to say, it is on brand. It is who we are. We embrace it. However, I did tell Kara I felt like it did look a little too DIY. A, because we have horrible writing, and B, just because it was a whiteboard and not like a poster. Yeah, there's no color. We tried things out.
Rip off. You know how they have like day 5. You know what I mean? Like those
we're trying things out. So that was a failure on one of the trials that we did.
We're trial and error. Like Rome wasn't built in the day, they say, you know?
Yes. I don't know why they use... Oh, I guess they're talking about the Colosseum?
Yeah, Rome was... Yeah, exactly.
Okay, because I was like, a lot of cities weren't born. I wonder why they chose Rome.
I do want to go on record and say that boys are dumb.
That was random.
Because I'm going to tell you what happened today. So, I'm not going to say the name, Derek, but he got scammed. And I was very upset with him today because he was applying for a job. And I told him, sounds like crazy, so I thought you were smarter than this. But he said he was applying for this job that required to put $90 down deposit.
That's not always a false thing. I read that is true because... so I'm just defending you, Derek, because I have seen
listen, fake ass.
I have seen that before where jobs will say like, to move up faster in the application.
Really?
I've seen that before. I've heard of that before on Reddit. But most of them say that it doesn't really work. They just want extra money from you. And it shows that you're too desperate. But I guess he got scammed.
He did get scammed because it wasn't even a legit website, even though I told them. I've never heard of that. So even if that were to be true, I feel like this is a job that would require it. This job doesn't need that. Like, it's not that serious a position.
It's like an IT tech job or something crazy. And then he called me and
was like, oh my God, I think I got scammed. And I was telling him, I don't think you should do it. Like, if they're literally saying for you, and then you have to take 4 tests to pass. And if you pass the tests and you fail it, they'll give you your money back. But if you don't fail it, they won't. Like, I feel like that's weird.
That doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean?
I guess because if you fail it, you're not going to get the job. So let's give you the money back.
Yeah, but I feel like if you got the job, why did you keep them? I don't know, but it sounded fishy.
Yeah, it's very
and they scammed him. So I had to call my bank and be like, there was fraudulent activity on my account.
Fraudulent? I love that word.
Very upset. I was like, D-Rock, you're smarter than this. Like, come on.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. How was our weekend?
Mine was fantastic. I did a little bit of shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little down because I didn't have my card, but it's okay. Because of my fraudulent activity.
Oh, so instead of just disputing, you just already get a whole new card.
Yeah, they gave me a new card. Well, because my story was like, I don't know how they got my card information.
Oh, I see.
I had to continue with the lie.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
She doesn't know what bank, so nobody
knows. We're not, we don't need to say too much. We don't need to say, I was going to say something, but I felt it might incriminate me.
Yes.
So
you want to be incriminated again.
No, we don't. I did a little bit of shopping, a little bit here and there. And my birthday's coming up. It's Aquarius season. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. How funny. I thought my son was an Aquarius. He turns out he's a Pisces.
And I wasn't even there to correct you either. I
commented on your Instagram.
No, I saw, and I was gonna put him in the slideshow, but I just ran out of time, and now I'm glad I didn't put him in the slideshow.
I got the dates wrong.
Use this podcast _ on Instagram. Follow it.
Yes, just because I thought Kiara. I thought all Februarys were the same sign. I didn't realize that there's cutoff dates. So
yeah, that's for all horoscopes.
I didn't think about that.
I should have got some water.
So that's embarrassing. So my son is a Pisces. If anyone is wondering, I don't care what that means. So my weekend was a good fun weekend. I had 2 birthdays to celebrate back to back. One of my friends, Iris, shout out to Iris. Woo! And then my other friend Zoe, shout out to Zoe.
Woo!
So
Zoe.
Zoe. Hoey Zoe. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
What? That's just so funny. Or like Chloe Blowy.
Oh,
I was like that.
Oh, that you were saying that. I was like, no, that's not nice.
No, what was I supposed to say? Iris Pyrus. Like, I used to call her Miley.
Iris.
No, I used to.
Wasn't Iris get the virus or something like that?
No, it was our soccer team. Our guy soccer team used to call her Miley Cyrus, and I thought it was the funniest thing. So to this,
not that funny.
To this day, under my phone, she's still under Miley Cyrus, which I thought was so funny. Anyway, so I celebrated their birthdays and kind of had a little baby free weekend. So some mommy time. So I was really excited for that. I've been eating it. It's been long. But yeah, this was an extremely long intro, so let's go ahead and get into today's episode. So Kiara, she came prepared with her notes. She's got it going on. Explain what today's about.
I did. Today we're doing all girl code. And so we're going to do sister code, girl code. We like to say, or I like to say, not we because Janelle doesn't say this, but do you sis code? You know what I mean?
You don't say that either.
I'm starting to.
Okay, so starting and saying it is 2 different things.
Well, I'm going to start.
Thank you.
Remember when we tried to start slang? That was mirroring.
Yeah, no, I saw this thing. Remember how he said drip?
Yeah.
And now it's like, he got some drip. Someone was like, he really did start that slang. There's hope for us. Mirroring's coming in.
First of all, mirroring.
Does it roll off the top?
What is that? I don't know.
Mirroring, I could feel like, I'll copy that outfit. That's the mirroring. Like, I copy that.
Should we start that?
Should we? That sounds pretty cool.
Hey, that outfit, that's mirroring. Like, I'll mirror that outfit. Did we just start a new slang?
Wait, you don't have to explain this slang every time we say it.
Because no one's heard
hey,
it.
That's the mirroring.
Let's just, let's just start saying that. I'm just gonna be like on your photos. I'm like, damn, Janelle, that's mirroring. Yeah. And just let people like, what is that? Go to the Do You Sis podcast episode, season 3.
I'm be like, what? You never heard of that before?
Come on, mirroring. All the cool kids the Gen Zers are saying it.
It's been on TikTok. It's mirroring. I'll copy that. But
I think I'm gonna start that on TikTok and be like, day 1 of trying to make my slang go viral. That was mirroring.
I love your outfits. Very mirroring.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
ideas
what?
Going.
That means like
I was so copy that.
No, like I got some inspo from this outfit.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I like
say
that.
Copy because some people are rude and like, don't copy my stile. As if you're the only person.
Oh, so like Haley Bieber, that outfit's mirroring. Like
that's mirroring. Like I
don't know why I did my mouth, but I meant my mind.
Like that's like Kim Kardashian, all mirroring.
We're starting it.
Yeah, we're starting it.
You heard it here at the Do You Sis podcast.
Nobody look at my toes. They're not paying.
Nobody was looking at your toes.
Now I'm gonna bring the attention to it because I said it.
Yeah, especially because you can make money off that. So don't bring the attention.
Yeah, no free feet pics. Okay. Back to what we were talking about. Kiara, go ahead and let's start it off. So we're talking about all things girl code, like the MTV show, which I don't know why they canceled. I love that show.
Just some good things must come to an end. So how it's going to work, this is some 36 unwritten rules. Because if you're a girl, you know girl code. There was nobody to ever explain girl code. It's just like a thing girls knew. You know what I mean?
But I feel like girl code can kind of intertwine with just morals.
That's just human code.
Yeah, that's just. What about human code? It's from Jersey Shore, if you guys know what we're talking about.
What a time.
Okay, go. Sorry.
We
can't keep sidetracking.
To be alive.
And if you guys also didn't see, we had D's. Kara bought one way too big, so they're supposed to have DYS on them, but we just put the D because we couldn't fit the rest.
Anybody would have been like, they probably would have been like, oh, that's so cute. And then you were like, whoa, what it was. Now people are expecting what it would have been and comparing it to.
That's fine. But
okay, so number 1, let's go. Let's all play along. These are unwritten rules that all girls and some guys may follow.
Yeah, so agree or disagree.
Talk about bro code.
If you don't disagree, if you disagree, then bye.
Then you're not, I'm a girl's girl. So you're not a girl's girl if you're not agreeing to this,
okay, let's see. Is it from BuzzFeed?
No.
Okay.
It's, I guess it's from Unwritten. Oh, wait, no.
Is still
unwritten. written by Brittany Karlopoulos. Sorry, bitch, that. Okay, ready? Number 1, girl code. Wait until your friend is in the house before you drive away.
See, there you go. That's human code. I feel like you should do that with your guy friends. Your guy friends, you should do it to the girls.
Maybe that's just friend code.
Or just good person code.
I mean, but if you're not, why would you be with the random person?
A date or something?
I guess. But that's just nice people
that's
code.
That's just human code. So I want to say girl code.
Okay, so it's either no code, girl code, human code.
Yes.
We're going to go. Those are our 3 choices.
So that's definitely human code.
Human code. And, just be nice because people are crazy out there. Make sure they get inside.
Make sure you lock your doors.
I always do. And if they don't wait for me, I don't go out with anybody. But when I did.
I have no one to test this theory with.
But when I did and they didn't wait for me or at least text me hey, making sure you got in,
Yeah.
That's another thing. Text your friends, guys. Telling a girl her outfit has a malfunction or if it looks bad.
Girl code.
Girl code. I feel like when girls don't be like, hey, the classic, hey babe, I got you. You got something on your shirt. Why don't you do that? Some people don't do that.
Some people don't do that because some other people are really
embarrassed.
They either feel like you're trying to embarrass them, they're unreceptive to some stranger touching them, all weirded out, or they think you're trying to do something inappropriate or something without you saying hey, your zipper's broken. Don't go and just try to rip someone's zipper up, but say
come on, be some common sense.
Just
but I know for a fact someone's came up to me and me not knowing them, telling me I'm about to touch you. Now I guess we need consent. Now they'll be like, hey, I just want to let you know there was something in your hair, let me get it. But before, I know for a fact people
or you could just say, I know people sometimes just grab it, especially if you're in the girls' restroom. People do that a lot.
Or when girls don't tell girls hey, you're staining your pants. I always
that is so rude.
If you don't tell them.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know where you're going. You went really slow. I was wait,
because
that is not a girl's girl?
That is just such a universal common girl issue. I'm sure everybody's had at least once in their life, whether somebody told you or you realized it yourself. It's just always happened. So I feel when you go to tell somebody hey, you stained your pants, it's a universal
I love that about girls because it's hey, do you have a tampon? You can go to a random person hey, do you have a tampon or a pad? They're never gonna be no. It's oh, I got you.
Well, no, some people are rude, so that's why.
Has someone told you no?
No, I've never asked. But I'm prepared. But the bathrooms happen for 50 cents. But some people just are rude. One time, I had my stupid teacher tell me in front of the entire class. She was trying to be discreet, but she was trying so hard to be discreet that it made it a thing. Oh, yeah. And the girls all understood what she was doing. But the guys were what's going on? What's wrong? No, they were just what's wrong with you? Why is she being why is the teacher called? Just they didn't understand.
She made it so obvious.
But the girls, I remember, actually, I think it was Mariana. Shout out to Mariana. She was mind your business to one of the guys, because the way she did it was so brought attention unnecessarily when all she could have did was tap my shoulder and be hey, I think you stained your pants.
Oh, stained, that you were asking for something.
No, and it was it was in my sports medicine class, and it was the one day that we had to change into shorts to work on stretches or some shit, and I brought white shorts, running shorts to work out in because I didn't know I was about to start my period.
Those nasty white shorts, white skirt, white pants.
They
always
do you
come.
dirty. That's what I gotta do them a week after you're done. But anyways, girl code always.
Girl code.
Politely tell something.
I really hope I'm gonna teach my daughters not to be embarrassed. I was never really embarrassed. Before, I would put it hide it in my shirt.
Oh yeah,
but now
put it in your
I'm
pant pocket.
I would never get when people would look at that.
When are you now to the point where you need to ask to use the restroom?
No, I'm talking about back in high school.
Oh, I was about to say because you said back then you used to be, but you said now.
I'm sorry. Back then I'm referring to high school times. Now,
no, because that's what I'm saying. Because you just were back then I used to be afraid, but now I'm not. Or were you?
Oh no, I meant
middle school. You were afraid.
And earlier,
okay, thank you.
High school beginning, maybe freshman, I was a little scared. I would put it in my thing in my sweatshirt, and then as I got older, it was kind of
every guy knows that you go through it.
Especially
you go
have a girlfriend.
I just always changed during athletics and after athletics, so it was just perfect timing.
Oh well, when I was in athletics, because there was a time I was in the morning, so I only had that one time.
Fun fact. Actually, I don't know if anybody cares. Actually, never mind.
Okay, number 3. Being the amazing photographer you wish you had. Your girls are your photographers. Girl code. I feel if I used to be this type of friend, I'll be oh, that's a really pretty lighting. Let's take a photo of you. and I'll take I'll stop. Unless, like, you don't want to take photos that day, I guess. But I'd always be like, I'm a candid, but I'm like, oh, let me take photos all the time.
Yes, I like taking photos, but sometimes I get annoyed. I'm like, let's keep walking. We have somewhere to go, or people are behind us.
I'm
like,
glad you're my sister.
No, I know. It's literally Janelle and Bailey, like, want every 5 seconds to take a picture, and they take forever to take a picture. And I'm like, I totally get that. If it's like a cute backdrop, I get it. But when it's time to, like, people are waiting to use the same backdrop, or like we're in the middle of downtown where there's line behind us.
It can be a backdrop.
I know, in a restaurant or something, they always take forever. So I say, get your picture, get in and get out.
Okay, let's. I'm gonna try to go faster because we're on number 4 out of 36.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't really get into that. I mean, who cares?
It's our podcast. It's our podcast. Do what we want. Number 4, never going after your friend's crush ex, like girl code.
I don't know. No, the ex, absolutely not, because that's just weird. But crush, I feel like it's fair game unless
I feel like we talked about it. If it's like, say like we
not
both
fair
like
game. That's not the right word.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if one tried it, he denied her or something, or at the time he had a girlfriend. That shows the maturity
in your friendship, because like if you're mature enough to be like, well, he didn't really like me, you know, you can go try for it. Like, just don't be petty about it.
Yeah, I feel like as long as you speak to whoever called dibs. But at the end of the day, it's like, why are you calling dibs on someone? If you both think he's cute, he'll gravitate towards who, if you both talk to him at once, and you'll get the hint. The other one should get the hint.
Yeah.
Unless you're like in high school or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because I can't speak for the high school girls.
Yeah, communicate.
We're adult girlies over here.
Communicate.
But no for ex. Like, one, because like.
Weird.
How do you feel about years? Like, oh, we dated years ago.
No, weird.
Yeah.
I think it's just
I'm on your side. I mean, I'm on your side.
Even if it's like high school and now, I think it's just weird because you talked to your good friend about him all the time and now you're dating. Like, no, that's weird.
Like, you know, the secrets. If you arrive to, this is a big one, but there's going to be like side combos on this one.
As always.
If you arrive together, leave together. I never left my friends, even when they're trying to leave. Like, it's okay. And I never left. I'm like, we're all going together. We're all going home. Like, I never left.
Yeah, I think it just depends. I feel like if they go home with somebody they already know, that's different. Like, say if it's like if you'll have an all group of friends and then this one girl goes home with one guy friend or something because you know that they're gonna hook up or whatever, or eat candy or something. Like, and they know each other. It's like, okay. With a complete random, at the end of the day, if your friend wants to leave, you can't physically hold her down, but I would scold her and discourage her to let her know you should not go. I don't know how people do random hookups like that unless it's followed by a TV crew like Jersey Shore. Like, that is so scary.
Yeah, I'm such a scary person. I couldn't do it. I mean,
we talked about this, Kara.
Oh, you don't like when I say scary? I was like,
I hate when people say that.
Oh, I was like,
you're so scary. Like, ew.
I think that's just like a my age thing.
Yeah,
it's like a my age. Oh my
Relax with that old.
No, but for real, like the time from Tuncarissa in high school, mine in high school were like night and day, and that was only 4 or 5 years. Always check on your friend while they're on a first date, of course.
I say, once, do a quick little like, hey, how's it going?
I always say text me before you leave. Text me if you're changing locations. Well, we have locations, but like let me know.
I guess it depends on how close your friendships is. Because if I have your location, I'll know. But I'll just text, how's it going? Because what if they're like, I need you to save me, or it's going great, it's going bad, or I'm getting a creepy feeling, or whatever. Just so you have a heads up, but don't be texting them because you know what, she wants to be engaged. I always wanted
to like do the whole dramatic, like,
you go to the same place.
Thing.
I know, me too. I just never had the opportunity. So my friends don't go on dates.
Never let your girlfriend go to the bathroom alone.
Facts.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not even like let them. It just never happens because you're just always like, I'm going to the restroom. I go to the bathroom alone all the time because sometimes I don't even say I'm going to the bathroom. I just go to the bathroom if it's a lot of people, lots going on. But if I'm sitting down or something, like, I don't care or need somebody to come with me. But somebody always asks, can you go to the restroom? I'll go. But I don't care if somebody comes with me or not. I'm not like, wow, nobody wants to come with me. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm pretty self-aware.
But usually girls have to go to the restroom at the same time. Or, you know what it is? Sometimes girls don't want to go alone, so they wait for somebody else to say, I gotta go to the restroom. Oh, me too.
I'm not that girl. I'm like, hey, I gotta go. Who
me
wants
too.
to come?
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta go to the restroom.
I love the girls' bathroom. Girls' room. Like, that's the fun time because that's when you, like, everyone's talking and everyone's kind of on the same, except those want to fight. Like, there's always those girls that, like, want to fight
someone.
I'm
also sometimes annoyed, like, move the fuck out of the way of the sink. I'm trying to wash my hands.
The fighters?
No,
or
just
the talkers.
Everyone. I'm trying to wash my hands. Like, get out the way.
Oh, they're like, oh my God, you're so pretty.
Oh my God. I'm like,
oh my God, you're so beautiful.
Thank you. Where'd you get that shirt? Oh,
girl, I love your shoes.
Oh, the outfit's so good. And like, I love getting compliments. Don't get me wrong.
That's why I like going to gay
But if
bars.
you're like still talking and I'm, excuse me, I'm trying to wash the sink.
Oh my God.
Slide over.
What's your Snapchat? And then never talk to them again.
Okay, so we just had some, it wouldn't be us if it was professional. So we had some technical difficulties.
Okay.
But we're back and we're better. We're here.
We're back. That was my bad. I thought I had everything charged and good, and I guess I didn't.
She's our tech gal here. Our tech gal or editor, producer.
Everything it should be.
Yes, and I'm here.
You're the talent, girl.
Yeah, I have a son. A mother.
What? Okay. Let's continue. I don't know where we left off. I don't think we talked about this one. Let's just try to go faster.
Yeah, that was a little
Maybe
long.
that was a sign to be like
stop giving your opinion on everything.
Rescue any girl when you see being annoyed by a creepy guy.
Girl
code. I've had a girl make eye contact with me and you do that whole like for those who listen, I'm like, are you okay? And they make that like thing. So you come like, hey,
I've never been in that position.
Really?
I've never seen that position.
Oh my God.
I've only protected my friends because I know when something's creepy going on. I don't know. I've never seen anything hella creepy. So maybe that's why.
It was like when you're dancing and like there's a girl dancing in front of you who's dancing with the guy that's behind her.
So bitch, walk away. What are you doing?
So like that whole little thing. But I have helped. So I think it is girl
I guess
code.
I've never. Yeah, it is. I've never experienced it, so I can't talk about it.
Again, decency. It's like if a girl, like I wouldn't leave with her, but if she's like, hey, like this guy's.
Oh no, bye.
Okay, next one. You boost girls' confidence. Don't tear women down. Meh.
Nah, some bitches deserve to be torn down and humbled if they're a little rude.
Yeah, it's different being humbled, but then tearing her down, you know?
Yeah, no, I'll tear a bitch down if she's rude. If you're rude, why can't I be rude?
Because you're a better person.
Being the better person, where has that got anywhere in life? Does that really make people feel better to be the better person?
Some do.
I'd like to meet those people.
You met one.
I would like to see it. You met one.
Tell a girl. Tell a girl if her man is cheating on her.
Yes. Okay. I have a situation though.
Okay.
I'd like to get your opinion.
Okay.
That I've been in multiple times.
Okay. I love this. I love to share my wisdom.
Thank you. You're my older sister. That's what you're supposed to do. My older sis.
Sorry, I wanted to
make sure the D is showing. We worked hard.
I did work hard on these mics, so.
There's been a situation where I've been good friends with two different people, but closer to one than the other. So, do you tell what's going on to one if it's being done by a closer friend?
Are they both your friends?
Wait, this situation doesn't make sense, does it?
You just said two of them are your friends.
But one I'm closer to.
So let's just say
so
like
I've kept the closer girl's secret than the one I'm just kind of friends with.
Okay.
But
there's a lot of things to unpack.
But.
Okay, go ahead.
I have scowled. I have made it obvious. I've been passive aggressive, but never actually said the words because it is my place, but it's like my best friend's gonna trump over just a friend.
Okay, so we're just gonna play hypothetical. Boy, girl, you're closer to girl. Boy's cheating on girl, or is it girl cheating on boy?
It was boy did something inappropriate to one girl. She didn't do anything back, but never told what the boy was doing.
Involved.
Yes, 3 people involved.
Okay, so it's the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the bystander who knows both of them. The boyfriend hit on the bystander, and she didn't tell
the friend, but she told me. But that's one of my best friends, so I'm closer to her than the other girl that was being done to. But I felt it was nowhere physical cheating, obviously, but it was extremely disrespectful, extremely inappropriate, and I would not be okay with it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. I didn't see it.
True.
You don't know it could be dramatized. It could be a little extra. So I don't want to put anything there. I wasn't there, but she was my closer friend. I felt like they were kind of friends.
Did she say not to tell the girl, or she just told you?
She said not to tell the girl so it doesn't cause issues in the relationship and our friend dynamic.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It is tough because the moral
code. My friend, you're not even in that friend group. Sorry. Just gonna put that out there. She was talking like she was like in the friend group, and I was like, you're not really that much in the friend group.
Oh, so she's trying to
I'll give names when we're off air.
Yeah, so she's trying to like, I don't want to mess up the dynamic, but she's not even in the dynamic.
Yes. But I get what she's saying. Like it will make sense when I tell you everything.
I feel like if she's trying to be in the dynamic, she should tell the girl.
She's not trying to be in the dynamic.
Then what is she worried about the dynamic blowing up?
Because she's always around the dynamic, but she's not like in the group. And I'll explain it later, and you'll understand when I say names.
And you're closer to her than you are the girlfriend.
Yes, 100%.
I think what I would do, I would have been like, girlfriend, maybe drop some hints. Like, don't say like.
I just said that.
Or like scowl.
I just said I scowled my friend a little bit. I said, because if roles were reversed, would you like to know?
Absolutely.
To someone you considered a friend. Because
I would.
They're friends, but they're not BBFFs, like where I would go run to tell Janelle, like, your boyfriend, like, they're not like that close, but they're still close enough to where she could have a conversation. But it's just also not her place to be confrontational. And I could see what she's saying, because sometimes when you have a bunch of people you're always around, causing issues in a relationship could ruin a bunch of things.
Yeah.
But
ruins the fun vibes.
That was a long story, but I just share with you guys. And I want to hear y'all's opinion on what you would do. Again, it's like picking my sister over a friend. It's going to happen every single day. Everyone's going to choose their BFF over somebody.
I mean, I feel
but what I was saying, hold on. If I were to find out, it's game over for everybody.
See, my thing is like, what friend do you value more? Like, if you're close, like, what friend do you, like, if you value the girlfriend's friendship more, then I would be like, hey, there's stuff going down with your boyfriend. I don't know the details, but there's stuff.
That's the biggest thing why I don't say anything, because I don't know the details, so I don't want to, like, go and start issues if it wasn't even that serious. And is she even going to believe me over her boyfriend? Probably not.
Yeah, because you're not even close.
And we're not that close either. So that's what I'm saying, too. Say, I mean, we're just, we'll see each other, and we're kind of, friends, but we're not, like, if it was, like, say, you and Gadisa, my I guess, would you be
upset if she saw something happen and didn't tell you? Would you be upset with her? Because she could be like.
But if it was her best friend doing it, I would be upset either way, but I would understand why she didn't tell me, because it was her best friend that did it. That's what I'm saying. But if I were to find out, I'm not friends with nobody anymore. So if she were to find out that I knew something, and I would not be like, why aren't you my friend anymore? I'd be like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah, I feel like in that situation.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like
there was no physical cheating, because if it was that, I would have told her 100%.
So
because that's
physical trumps emotional?
Yes. I think 100% in the situation.
I think emotional's worse for me, because it's like.
But there's no emotional, because it's not like they're texting every day 7 a.m. He's talking bad about his girlfriend.
Okay, we could talk about it after, so I can know more. I don't know the context.
It's not emotional. It was just like a drunken, disrespectful thing that was asked or said or something like that.
Oh, okay, so that's like kind of minuscule. I feel like that's not what I'm worth
that's
about
what I'm
it.
Saying.
Yeah,
no. When I tell you off camera, you'll understand what I'm saying. But if there was actual cheating, I would tell her 100%. If there wasn't, like,
okay, that's different. Hold on.
Revert back to the question. If I were to find, yes, I would tell if I'm two friends.
Okay, we're gonna leave it at that, because I have more questions.
Tell your friends if they're being cheated on.
Absolutely.
And if you know, don't
and
write
if you're
a note.
Both friends, okay, that's my thing. If you're
don't
both
write the note.
friends,
Who wrote the note?
You two.
You two.
Because the messenger always gets killed.
Yep.
Always kill. Next one, we're gonna go on. Help your girl send an angry text to her man.
Yeah. I guess if
that's like a fun bonding experience. Granted, it's not the mature thing to do, but it's the most fun. It's like having a breakup, not ritual, whatever people want to call it, is always the fun thing. Like, you're sending the angry text, you're getting rid of all this stuff, you're with your gal pals, you're doing a whole thing.
Ew, I hate the gal pals.
I love the saying, my gal pals.
Of course you do.
I mean,
I guess if your friend isn't,
because sometimes
confrontational, you're in like or doesn't know.
You're in like an irate situation or like mood. Sometimes your friends have better wordage. Like, nothing's worse when you're texting angry and you like misspell something, and it's like,
Yeah, I'm more private, so I don't do that.
Oh, I'm not.
And I know exactly what to say.
Okay. Anyway, always take her side regardless of who she's up against.
It depends on the situation and who she's up against, I feel. Because obviously, if it's my sister, there would be no up against, because we would just not be friends. Because if it got to the point where you were up against my friend, there is no friend. Why are you even up against my sister? Do you know what I'm saying? What's the situation?
Sister trumps everything.
Sister
code. Discode.
Period.
Do you sis code? Sister trumps everything. Code. Or family,
you
I guess.
have a sister or a really close.
We're your sisters now.
Yeah.
Ew.
Or a close cousin, you'll know. But again, because with my friend group, there's a lot of drama that always happens here and there. So sometimes you kind of not have to pick a side, but one is wrong over the other, and you're both really close friends. You kind of have to tell the wrong friend, like, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. Even if you're up against, because you can have more than one best friend, you know. But if you have a group of best friends and you guys are all really close, you kind of have to tell the wrong friend, like, hey, I love you. You're wilding out right now.
An important thing in a friendship that you have to be able to tell them when they're wrong. You know what I mean? If they're going up something and maybe you don't want to like, hey girl, you're actually wrong. Like when they're all fired up, but like behind like, hey.
Well, no, if it's against some random.
No, that's.
And she's screaming the sky is yellow. The sky is yellow, period. And then behind closed doors, hey girl, sky blue, but I still got your back.
That's what I'm saying.
But if it's
you still should be able to have a friendship like, hey girl, that's wrong. And they shouldn't be petty. But girls are petty. You know?
Girls are petty.
Next one. Always seek permission before hitting on one of your friend's relatives. So, like, if you're dating a brother, you're dating a cousin.
Yes. I think that's just common sense.
You would think, but sometimes it's usually like the relative hitting on them more.
That's true.
And then they're like, who cares? It's like, I need to ask your sister.
That makes
like, because you don't ask for permission. It's just common courtesy.
It's common courtesy, but I think it's also funny. And I feel like they always start off as jokes. Like, hey, is your cousin single? They'll be like, girl.
It's a typical movie sitcom situation where it's like, I'm here to see your brother, and then you're like, it went from the two of you.
Oh my god, now it's the whole Haley Seinfeld movie.
Yeah, it's like Age of 17.
Yes,
I love Haley Seinfeld. After that, like not in Age of 17.
Yeah, I hated her in that movie.
But like
why are you ruining your best friend's
song?
I love myself.
Oh, that one too.
Is that the song? I didn't even know she sang.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's the song.
Oh, okay. The one's like, I was like, I keep. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, mine's like, most girls.
See, I don't know her like that.
Tempted. That's what I was thinking.
That's the only song at all.
I love, or I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you.
Do-do-do. Yep, missed me with that one. Don't know what that song. I've never heard that before.
Let's see. We kind of talked about that in our other one. Always be there for your friend in a breakup. Like, duh. Do your best friends proud and hold on. Be a good wing woman.
Yes, I'm the best wing woman.
Me too. I'm always an opener. I'm never a closer. So I'll open up
and then let's open up the safe, which is kind of hard to say.
No, always be a good wing woman. If this is night specifically for us to go get you a man to make you feel good, we're gonna do that. We're gonna dress up the best. We're gonna go to the places you want to go, and I'm gonna be your wing woman and be like,
yeah, I'm a great wing woman because I can hold a conversation.
Same.
And it not be flirting, because a lot of girls don't get it twisted, because like you gotta let it be known we're having a conversation. I'm not flirting with you, and I'm also pretty bold, because I'm like, what are they gonna do? Turn around?
I mean, there's some guys that are crazy. Okay, ready? This is a good one. Yeah. Always, and this is girl code, human code, sister code.
Moral
always
code.
Defend your friends in their absence.
I am notorious for that.
Me too. I would always
people be forgetting
all the time. There was a time where people didn't like my certain friend. I won't name drop. And I was like, I don't really care how y'all feel about her, but you're not going to talk about her in front of me. If y'all want to walk away and do that, fine. But as long as it's being in front of me, we're not talking about her. Mm-hmm. And then there was like, how can you be friends? I'm like, it doesn't matter how or what our dynamic is. She's my friend.
That's my business.
Exactly. I'm like, what we're not going to do is start saying stuff, because I'm going to start.
Oh yeah, I'm notorious for that, especially with my Tony's friends. Like they'll talk about like some of my friends or like some girls that they hooked up with that are my friends. They want to talk about them, and I'm like, no, you're not going to do that in front of me. No friends, you can have whatever beef you want with whatever friend. It's just not going to happen in front of me.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna skip a few, because these are fun. Like, I want to talk to you about it. Yeah. But now when we're on a time limit, now that our equipment's starting to malfunction.
Now that we actually kind of have a timer.
A timer, pretty much. Okay. Always keep their secrets safe unless it's gonna do harm to you or others. I feel like if you're like told me like, hey, I'm gonna kill myself, I think that's something I need to tell.
Yeah.
But
or you're having suicidal thoughts.
Yeah, something like that. But you cheated on your boyfriend, I would have been like, girl.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's just so funny because I have a really great memory.
Me too. We're from the same blood, sis. Of course.
Well, maybe not Carissa because she forgets everything.
Carissa, no, she remembers. She just doesn't care enough to talk about it.
No, because she doesn't remember little things, but she can hold a grudge. When she she wants to remember something that made her mad, she will remember that. So I do forget a lot of secrets that my friends tell me, but I have a really great memory. So it's like weird at the same time, if that makes sense.
Oh, how do you feel about, I used to be like this, but now as I'm getting older,
is that one of the questions?
It's kind of one of the questions, but I'm kind of talking about myself. Because I used to be like this, and I don't know if I'm just getting older. And when it's like we collectively hate somebody, like we don't like her. You know how people in high school would be like, oh yeah, we don't like her anymore. So like the whole friend group doesn't like her, but you never had a problem with her. You just was your loyalty.
No, if you don't like her, I don't like her. Especially if it's somebody I have no idea.
Yeah.
Period. If it's like, again, it depends on what we're not liking somebody for. If it's something stupid that happened when we were in 7th grade, it's kind of like, why are you still mad about it?
I mean, if they're mad about something in 7th grade and they're 25.
It must have really hurt.
Yeah, something must have really hurt. Yeah. And then maybe we should talk about it.
Yeah, maybe that's something for your therapist. That's a little deeper.
I feel that. Because if we hate him, we all hate him.
I feel like it just depends. Again, if it's somebody random and my friend was like, oh, that's my boyfriend's ex-boyfriend who's always sending me hate messages, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, well, then of course.
Or something. Or not even that. I was just like.
Or just an ex-boyfriend. Like, we had a bad breakup. He broke my heart ugly. We don't like him. All right, girls. We don't like him. But the thing is, you would have no business to like him or talk to him.
Well, it depends if it was a dynamic friend group. So that always messes things up, too. Because if we were all friends, they dated, now he broke up. It's like, oh, are we still his friends? Because we were all friends before you guys started dating.
That's when you gotta choose your friends.
Well, I guess it just depends on how bad the breakup was. Got to kind of go off of that, too. But if it's just not dealing with boys, if it's just girls, I'm the same. If you don't like her, I don't like her. Period. Because why do I need to like her? If my best friend doesn't like her, there's a reason for why she doesn't like you. Again, if it's like, say if it's...
That's an unwritten girl rule. Like, some girls are like, she has no problem with me, so why do I have a problem with her? Like,
because my friend does, period. See, let's say if you guys were my friends, you guys are both really good friends, and Carissa did something that you didn't like, and now you were like, don't be her friend. Like, no, I was her friend too. We're two different friend groups. I'm like, I'm your friend, I'm her friend. It depends on what she did to you. That makes
so you're saying if it's like
if it's something so
random,
petty,
we don't like her, but if it's in our friend group, it would be kind of like a hard time.
It would kind of be like we have to. Why aren't you guys not friends anymore? If it's a huge reason, then I do feel you kind of have to pick a side because I'm with me or against me. So if something's really bad and you're kind of in limbo, you already chose your side. Stay over there. I don't want you guys my friend. But if it's something stupid and petty, like we got mad over like someone didn't pay me my $20 I had. It's like a little bit taffel. It's kind of like, okay, like you guys are gonna get over it eventually. You know what I mean? But if it's like she said something about my son or, something crazy like that and you're kind of like, well, I'm still her friend, then don't be my friend. Because that is 100% wrong. Like no matter what we had our issues.
You don't bring kids into it.
Yeah, not even just bring kids into it, but if you're considered my friend, you definitely don't bring a child into it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so if somebody wants to like kind of be on limbo with somebody else, go be with that person.
Yeah.
Don't be my friend. I don't want you as a friend. Because I'm a firm believer. Everybody take notes. And I live by this.
Take notes right now.
Write down. Pull over.
Girl code. Oh, this is not
clock
girl code.
Out.
This is do you sis code.
I'm a firm believer in the saying, you do not lose friends. And I'm such a firm believer in that.
And elaborate.
I will elaborate. Thank you for asking. Meaning something so bad to where you completely cut somebody off, they were never your friend. Because that should never happen. There's a difference between just growing up, not speaking anymore. It's just someone you used to know. Doesn't mean they're not your friend. They aren't your friend. But doesn't mean they're an enemy. It doesn't mean somebody you'll never talk to. Because the people you meet in high school, you had classes with, like, you guys were good friends at one point. Now you kind of just don't talk. You guys went to college. You kind of whatever.
Yeah, but you never not. They were like, oh, those were my high school friends.
Yeah, those are people
they were always friends.
With. My acquaintances. Like, if I see them out in the bar, hey, what's up? Whatever. If someone were to do something so bad to where you were no longer going to ever speak to that person again, they were never your friend. Because a friend would never do something to you to where you have to cut the relationship off. And I am a firm believer in that. And there's a difference between getting in big fights, and kind of like we need some space, like kind of cooling off, maybe not talk for a couple months, kind of like, hey, do you want to talk this
but
out?
But you're
blah,
still
blah, blah.
friends.
Right.
You're just taking a break.
But if there's something to where you are no longer friends anymore, kind of like your situation, they were never your friends.
Yeah.
Ever. Because a friend would never do something to you to where you're not going to be friends anymore.
Yeah.
Period.
100%. I like that.
So that's why I could lose any person in my whole life, and it would not affect me even an inch because I felt like you were never my friend. So that relationship is never going to affect me. Like, I'll never be sad over a lost friendship because it was never friendship. We were never friends because I know for a fact it was on your side. I'm solid over here, baby. So I'm like, so you did something to me. Yeah. So you were never my friend. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I'm like 100%.
And I have my sisters. I don't need friends.
I was just about to say that. I'm so glad that the Lord and mom and dad blessed me with, when Carissa wants to be, 2 great best friends. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't need friends. I
have my sister.
I generally, like, when people are like, oh, you're talking to your sister again, I'm like, yeah, you don't talk to your siblings like that. Yeah. Like me, like, well, us, because Grace chooses when she wants to hang out with
sometimes
us.
She's our sister, sometimes she's not.
She's something. Sometimes we're on our block list, sometimes we're not.
Yes. Sometimes she blocks us and sometimes we're not. Okay.
You know, but no, I'm just saying, like, I'm so happy because, like, going to, like, how Brittany and Jamie, like, I couldn't imagine. One, we wouldn't be in that situation. Yeah. Because we'll fight for each other, you know, if that's against mom and dad. Sorry, mom and dad. Just kidding. You know what I mean?
And that's where I learned that saying from, I think was from mom. I think she told me you never lose a friend. And I didn't understand when I was in high school. That's when I first had my little, I guess, like, fight with a friend, kind of. Angie and all them, when we were friends, and then that weird bitch wanted to think she was popular and she wasn't. Yeah. Shout out to you, Twana. Love you, girl. But I know because mom said that too. She said those aren't your friends. They're never, like, you would never lose a friend. Yeah. And Victoria's mom said the same thing, which I thought was, like, crazy. And every time I see her, we'll always talk about it because she was like, she said only me and Carissa and Buzz. She said those are the only girls that you're real friends. And mom said the same thing. Well, not Buzz because, you know, Buzz is like family, but about
hey Buzz.
Buzz is like family. But, like, to Victoria, mom was like, that was the only one. Yeah. That mom, like,
it's
really
true.
liked.
Like, you will never lose a friend because friends will, you know, aren't gonna be lost.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
So take one piece of advice and think about that in your head. Say, friends, you'll never lose a friend.
Exactly.
So if you ever get sad over a friend breakup, don't, because they were never your friend.
Exactly. Like, yes, are you gonna miss, like, the times you had?
No, I never
hang out with them. Some people do. It's like, oh, we had a fun time.
Like, no, you're wrong. Never will.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Because the bad would trump the good always.
That's true.
Because it's like, what are those good times mean nothing? Because you had this plan. Whatever you did to me, you had it planned somehow because it happened. So fuck the good times. You know what I mean?
I feel like there was a song to say with that, but I don't know the song. A great show. I just wanted to throw this in there about a good girlfriends is the show Dollface.
Is it the one with Brenda Song?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna start watching that. I need a new show.
No, you know, it's super girl, and it's like exactly what we're talking about now with, like, girl codes and like there was a scene when she's like, oh, and one of the girls like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then they're all getting up and she's like, what are you doing? She's like, we're going to the bathroom. She's like, oh, I don't have to go. She's like, so
we're all going to
the bathroom. And, like, the girl, the main chick,
I love a good comeback Brenda Song.
No, it's so good. It's
Dollface. Okay, let's do one more because that was a long one. I'm sorry, I ranted a little bit.
No, it's fine.
It was good info. It was good info.
It's
something I'm very passionate about because
I can tell.
You know, our bloodline is very with us or against us, and I feel like that's how everybody should be. With us or against us. There's no fine line in between.
Okay, this is a good one.
Hold on.
What?
You never answered.
What?
So saying, would you be friends with somebody who's friends with somebody who did something bad to you?
Would I be friends with somebody who's friends with somebody
who did something bad to you?
Probably not. I wouldn't, honestly, because it's like, it's not like, oh, I don't even think anything so small. Something small where I wouldn't care. But if it's something like truly hurt my feelings and you were like, I mean, and I was like, no, there was no I mean. Like, you know what I mean? It's different if, like, they were closer. Yeah. And that's a different situation. But if we're supposed to be best friends,
if you guys are closer, but don't come to be my friend.
Yeah. This is a good one. I think this is a good one to end on because we're going to keep going because I think this is fun talk. I love girl talk.
Maybe we'll do a series of this.
We should do a girl talk once a month.
Yeah, once a month.
Can we have these therapy sessions once a month?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, Jersey Shore, Snooki and Joey. Yeah. Celebrate your friends' successes like they're your own. Yes. Girl code. If your friends are jealous of something, they're not your friends, ladies.
Honestly, I think sometimes friends celebrate more than the person actually getting it. And I love because that. Or they want to celebrate it more. Like, let's go out. You just got this. Just got that.
Like I said, again, we're girls. I'm more, like I said, you're if you got a promotion or you got an A on something, I'm like, girl, let's go celebrate. Like, I think it's so important to celebrate the small wins just as much as the big wins, and to have your group of girls, like, you know what? Like, I feel like that's a good, like, oh, I got an A, or I passed this test, I got a promotion. I should be able to call up my girls and your boyfriend, bring them along if they want to come. And, like, let's go.
Anyone who loves and supports you, something huge, especially if it's something huge, just, like, go to a dinner with your parents. Like,
they should never be jealous. Friends should never be like, don't wear that shirt because, like, it looks better on. You know what I mean? Like, I hate people that do that.
I guess I've never experience that.
No, neither have I. I'm just saying.
Or if a friend tells me not to wear a shirt and I know it looks good, I'm gonna wear it.
Or her excuse as to why you wouldn't is stupid. It's not like it gives you a uniboob. Then I'm like, oh yeah, girl, I'm not gonna wear that.
Yeah, if you tell me it's because your boobs don't look good. But if it's just your boobs look a little saggy.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little too much. I'd be like, no, bitch, you're not too much.
Yeah,
you're clearly not enough.
But definitely celebrate your. Yeah, am I too much or you're just not enough, honey? That's what you tell. You're extra. Maybe you're just not enough. Okay. But I feel like that's a great one. I feel like celebrate the ones who love you. Celebrate the ones who celebrate you. And you celebrate your friends just as hard. This life is tough as it is, and you're lucky if you get a good group of people in your life who have pure intentions and who want to love you and be there for you. And if you're one of the few that have a good amount of people that do that besides your family, stick to your friends.
Yeah, it's okay to have, what is it, 4
quarters
and
100 pennies. And at this age, you don't need 100 pennies, okay?
No.
If you are still in your late 20s and you have like 40 friends, I'm not saying
they're all wrong.
That's all wrong, but I feel like some people's got to go because that's just so not realistic because someone had to do something bad. It's just, to be honest, because like, look at your parents. You're friends with the people they've known for their whole lives. They're friends with some people, they're colleagues, but they're not their friends. There's a difference, And then you have your kids' parents' friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have different groups of friends.
But you don't see them like 80 of them in a group text or like 90 of them all going to the bar still at the same place.
I mean, I feel like that's like a football team.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's better to have your solid core friends. Even if you have a party, a birthday party or whatever, and there's like 6 of y'all, who cares? You don't need to have 20 people in your apartment to look cool that you threw a party that people came to. We're not in high school anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
and soiree.
Yeah, a little soiree.
Soiree.
And it's better because you could drink more with less.
You can have fun with 10. You can have more probably than 30 because you always have to like think about everybody,
Yeah, have fun with 4 girls.
Fun.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and end it there because I feel like we can go on for hours, because girl code is fun. Yeah. And I don't even think we think we stopped doing girl code.
Human code, moral code. We just started going off. But that's okay. That's what podcasts are about.
That's what it is. And I think this is a fun one. I want to do a part 2, more girl code.
Maybe read some more off.
Yeah, we actually
have a time limit per question.
We need like our producer who likes to hang out with us sometimes to be like,
to just be behind the camera.
She definitely would be like, let's go.
But sometimes I just gotta get out.
I do, and it's okay. And that's what this is, a safe space. We no longer have the whiteboard to hold us back of what the topic is.
It would say safe space. Okay. But yes, thank you guys again so much for listening. We had a lot of fun here talking. We hope we riled up some emotions in you guys, and let us know if you've experienced anything we said. What was girl code? What shouldn't be girl code? If you agreed or disagreed. We'd just love to hear all the feedback.
Yeah, and if this hopefully gives you strength to like let go of those toxic people. If any of your friends,
you want to be our friend.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry. Go.
Sorry.
Should I cut her off? Is she toxic?
Go sis,
you like sprawled up
because I got an idea. So
no, it's okay. No, I was saying if any of these girl code doesn't follow like what your friends are doing, you know what I mean? What am I trying to say? No, if your friends don't follow,
why I cut her off.
No, if your friends aren't following these girl codes and you're like, my friend doesn't do that.
That's good thinking, sis.
They're not your friends, girl. Because like I said, a girl code is an unwritten rule that all girls pretty much know, except the girls that are pick-me girls that don't want to do it and be like a guy's guy. No, girls, girl. We need to be girls.
Yes.
Women rule the world.
I like how you said that. If you listen to this back and think, my friends don't do that, or I didn't think about that, they're not your friends, okay? And we can be your friend. If you guys want to be our friend, let us know. We'll definitely chit chat, hang out, get some drinks, and we'll let you know what a real friend feels
and
like.
we won't hold back, ladies and gents.
Yes, yeah, we love guys.
DM us,
be our friends.
Leave comments down below, give us a rating, give us a follow, tell your friends, share or us. Don't, because we're your friends now.
Yeah. we're your friends, but still tell your other friends that are your, your real friends.
Still spread the word. Just still.
Yeah, before you cut them off, let them know about it. And then from there, cut the cord, okay?
Cut
it out. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. And every girl needs to follow all of these codes. And guys, it applies to both. But always remember to do you, sis.